The Peskin Report is sponsored by High and Happy Catering out of Springfield, Massachusetts. Their chef, Michael Best, can cook anything you want with or without being infused with cannabis. Check out some of what they make on their Instagram at High and Happy Catering or call them at 413-785-8999. You'll be happy you did. Welcome to the Pesky Report, a podcast for Red Sox fans. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the Pesky Report, brought to you by Belly Up Media. My name is Brad Chandler. With me today, I have my co-host, Doink. And
hello.
Brady, you're still on mute. I'll take you off mute. And we have my good friend who I like to shit on. And yeah, we have Ryan Brady, who loves Nick Pivetta. And he's kind of upset with me because I picked Nick Pivetta in our last episode. How are we doing today?
Good morrow. I'm doing all. I can't wait. We're so close. I'm so excited. This
so
is like
close.
Christmas
We're
Eve.
40 hours?
48
Less than
or
40
what
hours.
is it? It's like
we got
48,
like 36 by now, probably, huh?
but it could be Friday.
It's a day game, but it's probably going to be Friday because it's not. Let me check the
it's
live
supposed to be
from New York weather. Maybe I get like different. Maybe I get a better radar on it.
Where I live, an hour north, it's 100% chance of rain all day. So...
Yeah, it's saying Thursday 97% chance of rain and a crisp 49 degrees is the high.
Total baseball weather, and people are complaining that
That's
it's not being played at night.
You can't have that kind of opening day. That can't be what you strut out with.
But there's a 3% chance of it like being fine, right? Like
yeah, so just run with it. Yep. Maybe don't.
The Yankees are going to call it like 4 hours in.
No, that game's not getting played.
I'm in mid-season form with hating the Yankees already. I don't know what it is. I'm actually more over the top.
I'm in postseason form.
Yeah, like as though they beat us in the playoffs last year. Fuck.
Well,
them.
we had a little like we won the off season, so like that's kind of its own little.
Well, they didn't.
Dude, they literally signed Marwin Gonzalez. They signed Marwin Gonzalez, dude, and Greg Bird asked for his release from the Blue Jays.
Fucking Bird is back in the building.
Yankee fans were so happy that Luke Voit made sure that Bird was gone. Then they packed Luke Voit up and was like, "Hey, we're gonna trade you to the Padres," and yeah, we're just gonna sign Greg Bird back.
What else?
I can't believe it. Like
Tim LeCastro, not on the major league roster.
That one. Didn't we have LeCastro?
We had him for a sec, and then I think we released him, and then he was a free agent, and he signed almost immediately back with the Yankees as soon as.
I don't think it was immediately. He started.
As soon as the lockout lifted, I think
he was seen with the. He was seen at spring training. Then all of a sudden, like I don't know, like an hour later, it was announced that he signed with the Yankees or something like that.
Bye, Timmy Two Shoes.
Yep. Yeah. See ya.
Whatever.
And then we also had one final victory, which was Yankees fans having to delete their tweets about wanting Trevor Story. And that's like huge. That's huge.
They wanted Trevor Story until they didn't get Trevor Story, and they're like, "Oh, whatever," like whatever.
I went back to my bookmarks the other day, and there's like 6 deleted. You can see when someone deletes a tweet you bookmarked. I went back into my bookmarks because I just start beginning of the season. I'm bookmarking everybody's hot takes. So much of that has been deleted.
I want to see Doink's bookmarks. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's
send you the cliff notes.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's something I'm going to be doing more of this
it's
year.
Good. It's fun.
Yeah. So before we actually get into talking and whatnot, I do want to let everybody know that we do have a t-shirt giveaway. We're giving away 2 Dick Mountain t-shirts out of our store. We are going to be spinning a wheel live. I don't know. Should we do it? When do you guys think we should do it? Like halfway, maybe like near the end, so people actually listen.
It's a suspense.
Yeah,
let that suspense build up. Let's do halfway.
Yeah. So we've got. I think there's 14 entries. Which thank you to every single one of you that subscribe to our YouTube page. This is the first. This will not be the last this season. We're planning on doing some more stuff. We're going to be doing a grand prize at some point. We're just waiting on us. On an update on a website so that we can purchase something. So, yeah. All right. So the last episode, we had Brandon, Hogdale, Ed, and myself, and we all talked about the rotation in the bullpen. I know I gave you some shit, Brady, earlier. I didn't want to talk about pitching or whatever, but I am bringing this up. It was brought to pretty much every Red Sox fan's attention. After the Chris Sale situation. Obviously, it was announced earlier. If you didn't know, it was announced earlier today that Chris Sale is going on the 60-day IL, which means that he will not be. I think it was actually yesterday.
It was yesterday.
Yeah, it was yesterday. It was announced he was going to the 60-day IL. And that means that we won't see him until June 5th or 6th at the earliest. Some people think that you can automatically add an extra month on there because it's Chris Sale. But there was a tweet that was posted yesterday by Brandon Campbell, and I had to make sure he was right here. I had to question it. He had made a post. He was like, Ryan Weber. We all remember Ryan Weber, right?
Yeah.
Ryan Weber, who's another person who was signed by the Yankees, has made more appearances in a Red Sox uniform at 36 appearances than Chris Sale, which had made 34 appearances since the start of 2019.
That's really hard to swallow.
That's super hard to swallow.
It's getting tough. It's getting really tough to ride for him. It's like, it's getting brutal.
I got to take.
What's that?
Fire it.
Everyone, generally speaking, when Chris L signed the extension, everybody was like, "This is great. This is amazing." When Evaldi signed,
before you go further,
okay,
were you a Dombrowski guy?
Yeah, I feel that he made mistakes, but
go ahead.
So
go ahead.
So I feel like the Chris Sale looks like shit. The Evaldi looks so much better than anyone thought it. So I'm going to look from an organizational standpoint and call it an even Steven. And Ryan Weber may have made more appearances, but almost every game he pitched in was a freaking meaningless baseball game. Chris Sale did show in the postseason. That boy's got a little something. Now, can he stay healthy as he gets older?
Well, it's post 2019.
Right, but last year in the playoffs,
right.
Like 2020 was hot garbage.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, Mike Kickham pitched for the Red Sox in 2020, so there's that.
You threw 2 games, Brad, and you threw 2 games.
I could have.
Right.
Except they wouldn't let me into the ballpark.
I
was one of the guys trying to climb the monster to get in. That was my friend throwing shit at fucking Chavis. You're not Michael Jordan.
Yeah, we need that guy in the pod.
Yeah,
I don't know about all that.
A little bit. Checks
know.
out. So I'm okay. Listen, I'm hoping Chris put him in a bubble, right? Put him in a bubble. Get him in a hyperbaric chamber or whatever the hell you got to do.
We were going to make a graphic yesterday when they announced that he was going to the 60-day IL. It said breaking, and I told Brandon, I was like, "Can you just put broken?"
Oh.
Yeah.
It's sad. It really is. And there's the I've mentioned it. I'll mention it probably 100 more times this season while we record and whatnot. But I mean, we still got that 50 million deferred. There's people out there that are like, "Oh, that's good for the team." I don't see it that way. That's 50 million still not good use. Like, we paid him for 2020. He wasn't available. Granted, that was a 60 game season. He got paid for 2019. I mean, you could say he was good or whatever. I mean, he came back from Tommy John. He pitched. I mean, he was getting hit hard. So he's got to come out this season. And I said it in the last podcast. I think he has a lot to prove. And other people think that Trevor Story's got a lot to prove, which he does. But
no. Trevor Story? Come on.
He hasn't won anything.
I think he's has a little bit to prove, and it's going to be really easy. It'll be 2 months, and he'll be fine.
I agree with
he'll
that.
He'll be denting the monster by the time Chris Sale is ready to come back.
I have a little bit of a boy crush on Trevor Story. Nothing. My heart's taken, but I'm saying I'm ready to cheer for Trevor Story.
I'm ready to get I'm getting a Trevor Story jersey this weekend.
Let's go
if I can.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if they have it,
we'll see.
You'll have to get one of those. What is it? Whatever.
So wait, Sale, it's his ribs, right?
Yeah, it's his ribs.
I saw a video. He seemed like he was optimistic about throwing relatively soon, but
he should be pitching next week. What my understanding.
Is it possible that maybe because he refused to get vaccinated and he got COVID, that he broke his ribs because he's so thin while he's coughing on his COVID, that maybe, just maybe, it's time over the next 2 months? I don't know, but fall into a needle.
Might as well.
Yep. That's at least doing something for the team, because he's
go pitch at Rogers, baby.
Yeah, I'm back, but I can't pitch for the next couple of series. You're like, what? What the fuck? Come on.
All right.
We'll see.
We'll find out if he can pitch up in Toronto at all this season. So we talked about Chris Sale. Brady, I know you want to talk about your true love, Nikki Smooches. So go ahead. Say what you have to say. You weren't on the last episode. Mm-hmm. We talked about pitchers then. You weren't available. Mm-hmm. So go ahead. Give your love for Pivetta.
I think Nick Pivetta is going to come out as a real number 3.
That's it. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think he's got a big arm, always had a lot of talent, and now he's comfortable in Boston. And I think for pitchers, that's so important. And I think he's got the trust of Cora. You saw what he can do. I'm so pumped, so excited, because I think that's his ceiling. I think you're ready to see Nick Pivetta turn to a solid number 3 starting pitcher, and they need it big time. Let's go.
You're gonna get so many little struts this year.
Oh God,
we're gonna get so many struts.
My son does that when he walks off the mountain. It's so great. So good.
I'm so hoping that Pivetta has that type of energy when he's starting and not as a reliever. So. Like I said, we talked about the pitchers last episode. This episode, we're going to talk about the position players. We're also going to give our predictions, and we're going to give away 2 T-shirts. So let's start off by talking about the position players. Now, you guys actually wanted to talk about jersey numbers.
Let's go.
So while we're talking about the position players, we'll mention the jersey numbers as well. So I'm going to start off. We're going to do catchers, infielders, and then we'll do the outfielders as well. So start off, catchers. We got Kevin Plawecki and Christian Vazquez. Kevin Plawecki he wears number 25. Vazzy wears 7. What are our thoughts on each one of these catchers?
Beautiful.
Numerically, it's great.
Numerically, but we'll just cover that first. Yeah.
They're
numerically flawless.
Christian Vazquez, let's talk about him.
7 is kind of a wonky number for kind of a wonky dude that just will blow your mind sometimes. 7 is every day of the week. Christian Vazquez is probably going to be there.
Get the job done, I think it was. Isn't that what he said?
Get the job done.
Yeah, right. He needed to.
Legendary. The most legendary.
Do you say John Dunn or the
Jod?
Jod. Jod.
Oh, I like that.
I'll find the tweet.
Yeah, you got to find the tweet. So Christian Vazquez, what are we expecting out of him this season? We know that calling a game. He's got an arm. There's that. He
Got a
likes
hell of
throwing
an arm.
behind. He likes throwing behind the runners at first. He could throw. I'm expecting, hopefully something. I'm hoping he's not the team's stolen bag guy. Like I hope he's not with 7 because last
he's
year
gotta
he had
quit it with
7
that.
stolen. Not
Gotta
even
cut
that.
it out with that.
Our team needs to steal more bases, in my opinion.
He like stops. If you look at like when those happened, they all just stopped because he realized that he wasn't the unexpected person to start stealing bags anymore, and he started getting thrown out really easily. So he just stopped trying.
So,
good idea.
Vasquez, not a great game caller, but power. What are we thinking for homers? What are we thinking batting average?
For me, I look at Vasquez, and unfortunately I think he's going to be pretty similar to what he was last year. 250s, maybe a little more pop. Maybe we'll get into 10, 11 homers. But I kind of think what you saw last year, maybe a little bit more balls carry out, but I think that's kind of what we're to expect. I do love his presence. Back there behind the dish. I love when he throws behind the batters. I love that. But he's a Boston guy. You know what I mean? Like, I think he's established himself. He knows how to handle himself in the market. He's a World Series winner. And I love Plawecki as the compliment to him. So that tandem, although not the most exciting, I think the two of them, they get the job done.
They get the job done.
Oh, yeah, shit. Sorry. They get the job done. My bad.
Doink.
Yeah, he's going to be there. He's like, I don't hate it. I think he's going to, over under on his homers. Maybe he'll hit 7 this year. I'll give him 7. Like,
as in his jersey number.
Right. But like Brady said, like, I really appreciate the platoon of him and Plawecki. I want to see Plawecki more. I would maybe like to see them split everything a bit more evenly this year. I think that's like also possible considering Plawecki being a personal catcher. So like, maybe we'll see Connor Wong more. Who knows?
Well, last year he caught 138 games. I believe that was the most in the majors. I think that had to do with his contract. And I believe Cora was like, hey, we're going to help you out here with the contract. We're going to let you catch as many innings as possible. So I believe that was the case. Not 100% sure. Definitely going to have to do the research on that. It's odd. Like, he had 23 home runs in 2019, which was a huge jump from 2018. 2018, he had 3.
That's wild.
And then last year he had 6. He's never hit more than 7. In 2020 was the second highest home run season.
What happened in 2019? That's the only season he's ever hit double digits, and it was 23.
His career total minus the 1 year equals just the 1 year. So like, go back to that. Like, whatever you did,
I hope they don't have any of that piss hanging around.
So I'll go with 6 or 7. Let's go. I'll go with 6.
10. I'll give him 10.
I'm giving him 10. Let's go.
I'm going.
But under. I think I like your Doink. I'm going to follow up. Let's play him 110 games, right? Or 100 games behind the dish, and I think you'll get more production, and he'll get the job done.
Well, it's not a contract thing this year, so he'll. Well, I don't think he'll be. Well, 138 games was because of the contract.
Right.
That's an insane thing to have in your contract,
especially for a catcher too.
Let's move on. Let's talk about Kevin Plawecki. Last year, the Plowster caught 64 games. He had 3 home runs, 4 less than Vazzy. And the most he's ever had was 7, and that was back in 2018. What are we thinking here? He hit 287 last year.
Good looking guy.
Good looking guy.
He can call a game. He's got a fucking noodle arm name.
Yeah.
It's okay.
He's got a noodle arm though. He cannot
like
throw anybody
You'd
out.
like to think that you can improve that arm, but like it doesn't seem like he's managed to really increase his defensive productivity much ever.
He's like a great backup, though.
But
You know
he's
what I mean?
so he's a great number 2 because his like that if he's coming into the game even like in the last couple innings, you're like, cool, we're not gonna have any fucking weird calls. Like this game is gonna be called perfectly, so like everyone else can focus on their job.
Good number, great number too.
25. Oh,
good number.
Amazing.
Good number. All right. Next we've got. So did we pick a home runs, batting average, anything?
He hit 3 home runs last year.
Okay, so we're going under or over?
I'm going under.
I'll
Higher
say
average.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Think he's gonna be like a doubles king.
Yep. 290, but like 2 homers.
Word.
It's
I don't know. I
easy.
mean, in this world, we're picturing that he's gonna be playing, 75 games, 78 games. So like, I'll give him a chance to hit more than 3. Like,
So wait, collectively, we're saying as a group, if the catching duo of these guys break 10, we're shocked.
Yes.
We're
yes.
elated. Is that correct?
let's
Yeah,
break
right.
10. That's our goal. Is for this catching duo to break 10 home runs. Yeah,
All right, so moving on, we've got Jonathan Arauz, who's going to be basically a utility guy. Number 3, don't hate it. It was Babe Ruth's number, so glad to see that people are still wearing it and it's not retired. It was Sandy Leon's jersey number, so hats off to him. Another good catcher who was a good defensive catcher, not a great offensive catcher. He couldn't hit for shit. What are our thoughts on Arauz and him making the roster?
Really can't complain about him as a utility guy.
Brady?
He's just
Sorry.
I love the home run he hit. Was that in Cleveland? Was that where it was? Or Washington? I don't remember. He hit one down the stretch.
I think it was Cleveland. He hit that fucking bomb.
And I don't know, like I hate to get like too excited about one, but they needed that. And he's been around for a while. Like I'm ready. Like I'm ready for him to get a real opportunity.
His defense is so solid. Like his glove is amazing.
And he cut his hair.
Yeah.
I was just about to say
the ball.
I missed the dreads, honestly.
Ooh,
I missed the dreads.
Yeah. That was a good look.
It's clean now.
We're not the Yankees. Shut the
But
fuck
he's got a little
yeah. He's like me, except not fat. You know what I mean? Like,
and he's got the slashed eyebrow. That's cool.
Like Xander.
Yeah.
Brad, you should do that.
I'm all set. All right, moving forward, we've got Christian Arroyo, who is also going to be a utility guy. We've seen him playing right field. He's played some shortstop. Obviously, he can play second base. Don't want him anywhere near first base at all.
God, that injury.
He is number 39. Gotta say, not a big fan of the fact that he's 39, just because I'm a Mike Greenwell guy. But I guess, if someone else is going to wear the number 39, it's going to be Christian Arroyo. And I'm not happy, but not upset about it either. So what are our thoughts on Mr. Christian Arroyo?
39 is whatever number. We don't need to. That's fine.
Whatever.
Every number, Doink. Everything you say about numbers is totally correct.
It's hard for me to say that his number's bad because I have the biggest soft spot in my heart ever for Christian Arroyo. Like, enough to forgive him for having bones made out of like paper mache.
Jesus Christ.
I'm like, just put him in whatever defensive situation is going to put him at the least harm. Like, he had 2 of the most like hard to watch injuries last year, like next to, I don't even know. Like, it was that first base injury was rough.
It was.
Yeah, it really was. All right, Brady, thoughts? Christian Arroyo, 39.
I think he's honestly one of them. I wish him, Arauz and Arroyo would switch numbers, right? Like I just have that. So, sorry, but I got it. That's my take on that one. I really like Christian Arroyo. I think he's he might be one of the most important players, in my opinion, on this team this year. If there's an injury to second or short, he's the first man up. Right field, Jackie, I think when
do you really think that he should be the first person for shortstop?
I'm a big Arroyo guy. I think he needs to play. I think he needs to play.
So you don't think that Trevor Story?
Well, it depends. Like slide over, yeah.
Oh well, yeah. Then you got Story to short, and then Arroyo's going to fill in.
Beautiful.
I'm a big. I think he's a very important member to the team this year. I think if Arroyo is able to stay more healthy, I think he'll put up solid numbers, 275, 12, 13 homers. But he's a spark plug. You know what I mean? And he should be wearing number 3.
Yeah.
That checks out.
That checks out.
I don't care about the number 3 either, but whatever.
Looks like a spark plug.
I like Christian Arroyo. I can't wait to see more of the Euro step. That's gonna be great this year. Hit some ding dongs. If he's playing right field, whatever. If he's playing in the infield, whatever. I just want to see him stay healthy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad he didn't get traded. I thought that there was a chance that he could. Because there needed to be some room on the 40-man roster, but
I feel bad for being willing to give him up for a moment. Like when we didn't give him up, I was like, oh my God, I can't believe I was like, okay.
I love the fact that he's just like, all right, you want to play me in right field? I've never played it before, but I'll do it. Play that.
He's gonna
wherever you need.
Throw himself over the wall if he needs to.
All right. Next
Isn't that a little crazy though? Like, not for nothing. Verdugo played, albeit 2020 was a bullshit year, but he played right field quite a bit. If you need Arroyo to play, wouldn't you play him in left and put Verdugo in right? Like, I'd feel a little bit, especially in Fenway.
Is it harder to play off the monster or harder to play out in right field?
Verdugo's really good at playing off the monster.
I know, but I just
had plenty of assists.
I don't want Arroyo getting hurt. That's really what it comes down to. It's such a huge outfield, and we could all see him running for a ball, giving his all, and just fucking barreling into the pesky pole, and being like, "Oh shit, we have to have a eulogy for Christian Arroyo." Like nobody's ready for that. Nobody.
All right, guys, let's move on. Next, we've got number 2, Xander Bogaerts, our shortstop. I don't think we really need to even talk about like his number.
Beautiful.
We obviously know why he picked the number. I do enjoy the fact, I don't know what his number was back in 2013, but as soon as Jacoby Ellsbury signed with the Yankees, he's like, yoink, number 2.
That's mine. Thank you.
Thank you. What are our thoughts on Xander Bogaerts? Obviously we know about the opt-out and everything, but let's focus on this season.
It's going to be a huge year. I think he's going to be. How do you not have a huge year?
He's always fantastic. By the way, it was number 72. He's always fantastic. He's such a pleasure and joy to watch. I'm so glad he plays for the Red Sox. Whatever he did last year, 310, 315, 320, lots of pop, leadership. And when he gets in these like hot streaks, he can carry
those are insane.
It's so fun when he just like demolishes a fucking ball and he pimps it.
Just
not really
stares. He just stares at it.
Stares at it.
Yeah,
watches it go. He's like, oh, I did that.
I did that. Yeah. Great number. Solid. He looks so good in a Red Sox uniform too. He really
My captain.
So last year, he played 144 games. He had 23 home runs, 79 RBIs. He had a 2.95 ERA batting average. He's on base.
Boy, he really puts his ass off.
Yeah, right.
Thanks, Xander.
Man, if only, right?
Yep.
He had an OPS of 812. I'm going with I love Xander. I really do hope he stays. Obviously, if he stays, I think there's a better chance of us being able to keep Devers. They're basically brothers. He hit 23 home runs last year. We do remember that he had something wrong with his wrist at one point.
Yep.
So I think if he stays healthy, I think we see at least 30 this year. And I think he'll break 100 for RBIs. It is his average will be right around the same. I'm going to say the 288 is what I'm going to go with.
One of many Red Sox players that will have 100 RBIs this year.
He's so good.
Doink.
God.
Let's go.
What are your home run predictions for Xander?
let's see, I had 23 last year. I'd give him over 23. Why not?
What
29.
about
On
you?
vibes alone. I think like 26 maybe is safe. Is safe for me. I'll say 26.
29.
29.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Beautiful.
Contract year.
Contract year.
All right, next person we have our first baseman / third baseman, Bobby Dahlbeck, number 29. Doink is literally
Flailing.
jumping for flailing for joy. We're gonna go the last three, then we're gonna do a giveaway. We're gonna pick one of our prizes. We have two of them today. So Bobby Dahlbeck, number 29. What do we think about the number 29 for Dahlbeck?
Not the biggest fan, but he makes it work. He makes the number work, and I'll give that to him. I don't know why. I would like to know why he chose that number. I hope it's like sentimental to him, and then it's mean for me to make fun of it. You know?
Good point.
Maybe it's the amount of women he's trying to.
Whoa! No, he's got a girlfriend. Don't worry.
Oh,
He's
what is
probably
that?
He's probably
I don't
been
know.
with 29.
He's
No.
probably
All right.
is in good hands.
Bobby Dahlbeck, 29. 29 is okay.
Bradley.
Brady. All right, so
No, he's
29.
a nice
all right,
boy.
all right, 29. Let's go.
Gonna be a fucking huge year for Bobby. It's like book it. He's gonna be close to an all-star. Like I think he's gonna have a huge year. I think his strikeout rate was like down to like 18% in spring training. He's seeing the ball better, and that was like the one thing that was holding him back was being able to see that ball. So I'm excited.
I agree. 29, interesting choice. He does make it work, but generally speaking, I hate the number. But for him, it's cool. He's a roller coaster, man. I gotta be honest with you. Like, I'm totally inconsistent, and I'm gonna admit it right now. Because if you asked me in July, I would be like, it's time to ship him out for whatever. Bobby Dahlbeck, I'm on the hype train. I'm on the 250, 255, 34 homers, and moving around if they need him to, right? Playing a little second if they needed to, or a little third, like a team player. And I think he's going to really settle in. And I'm ready I'm all aboard, hype train. Let's go.
Oh yeah.
Baseball Reference has his projections for the 2022 season. He's going to have 451 plate appearances, 409 at bats, 53 runs, 100 hits, 20 doubles, 3 triples, which I think that's big. 23 home runs and 70 RBIs.
Nope.
3 stolen bases. No, I'm just saying what they're projecting.
Oh no, I know.
His batting average is going to jump up 4 points to 244. 142 strikeouts is what they're projecting.
They're wrong.
Last year he had 156, so that would be down a little bit. I'm going with Bobby's going to have about 29 home runs, his jersey number.
Ooh.
He's going to have 29 home runs. I think he'll get close to 100. I don't think he'll get 100 RBIs. I don't care about the rest. I think his batting average will jump just a tad.
Yeah. I think like 260 is safe.
I was going to say 250.
His OPS is going to be over 800 easy. I think he's going to have like probably 80 something RBIs.
His OPS last year was 792, and he had 78 RBIs last year.
I think it'll be well over an 800 OPS.
When he got on a hot streak, man, he can really rake.
Bobby barrels. Like, he barrels balls at, like, I think it was like one of the best in the majors last year. I don't remember, but it's going to be a big year.
Love it.
All right. We've got our third baseman, future DH, hopefully, Rafael Devers. We already know Brady's going to over this. He's got double digits. He's got the exact same number, 11, 1-1.
Beautiful.
I don't think we need to even talk about the numbers. So there's that.
MVP.
Let's talk about Devers. He looked fucking real good on defense
MVP.
during spring training, and they were talking about it a lot. Like I haven't been able to watch a lot of the games because they're on while I'm at work, but I've been listening to the games, and they said that Devers has been like the most improved defense during spring training. They were talking about how like they never were able to say something like that. So his defense has looked really good.
He like didn't drop a ball once. Like he had none of those like weird plays where he kind of bobbles it. Like I don't remember seeing that at all in spring training. I think that's huge. He's just got like a better handle on it. He's like picking balls better. He's looking good out there, and his offense is going to go crazy this year. It's going to be stupid. I already have money on him beating the home run or being the season home run total winner.
Oh wow. Brady.
I think this is the year that the rest of Major League Baseball realizes he's a freaking star. Like he's at the right age. I think he's almost going to be 26. He's in the prime of his career. I think he's going to settle down at third base. Like we're already seeing it. He's a star. And if I'm throwing numbers, he's going to hit 285. He's going to be close to 40 homers, and he's going to be a leader. And I'm really excited, and the number looks great.
Number looks great. Fun fact: we share a birthday. He's exactly a year younger than me.
Oh,
so he'll be 25 or he'll be 26 this year.
Wow,
he is 25.
Brad?
A baby.
Sign the man. Literally back up the truck. Give him a blank check. Sign the guy. Extend him. Like I don't know what he wants. Just tell him, hey, whatever you want. Here you go.
Yeah.
Yes.
Eck made a good point on the broadcast today. He was like, he's saying he doesn't want to, talk extensions during the season, but if the money's right, you're gonna talk extensions during the season. So
I think
let's
Bogart
just do it.
I believe Bogart said pretty much the same thing on the Bradfo show.
Would you do 10 years, 320?
I would go more.
Easy, whatever it takes.
All right. I agree. All right. I mean, I'm so confident in
320 seems cheap, honestly.
Yeah.
But you're buying out years of free agency, though.
You know what I mean? Yeah, I'd go like 345, 350.
Sold. Done. Good. We already got this.
All right. Can someone contact him, please?
Let's go.
12 years, 360.
Ooh.
I don't hate that. That's clean. That's a clean
Have him till
number.
He's 37.
God, I love that.
I mean, DH.
No, it's beautiful.
I think
good job, Brad.
Huh?
Good job.
Most of the players want the years. That's what it is.
I want the years out of him. I don't want him playing anywhere else.
We pay him money and he hits homers.
Right. I think that's all that needs to be said about that. All right, we've got the big signing this season. We've got Trevor Story. I like the number. I want to know the reasoning for it. We know that he couldn't pick 27. Fiss was 27, so there's that. But we've got Trevor Story, our second baseman for at least this year. Number 10. Thoughts?
It's a good number. It's clean. Like I said, I would like to know, but I think it's just like maybe he's a classy guy. He just chose the like most basic, unassuming, yet like kind of like dick on the table number. It's good. I like it.
Doink again with the numbers. You're just spot on. Trevor Story, by the way, 27, my favorite number. I am number 10. Cool, clean, ready to go. His projections from Baseball Reference, I'm taking the over on every single category that they put on. I think this guy is going to settle into Boston like 280, 30 homers, just exciting. Yeah. He's going to love fans there giving a shit every night. He's going to be great. I can't wait to watch him.
He's going to have 40 doubles easily.
How long do you think it's going to be before the media starts shitting on him after he like strikes out? So like he'll
depending on what media.
Say like the first couple games, the Boston media, they
like
do that.
The cynical media.
Yeah. So like the Maz and people like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Like on Ness and Maz will give them, and then on Sports Hub, whatever, he'll be
just
like,
be
"Ah, that's
quiet
kind
on
of
NESN. He just won't say anything. But
Yeah.
like,
It
I
won't-
think it's gonna be pretty quick, unfortunately. But maybe they'll be easy on him a little
It's
bit.
not going to matter because
I don't think
Bobby
it'll happen.
Dahlbach.
It also
gonna,
might not happen.
Bobby's just going to fucking cover it up because they're going to win by like he gets cold, but the offense is going to rake, except for the catchers, right? The offense is just going to rake and it's going to be okay.
Let's break 10.
Yep.
That's the rally cry.
That will be the rally cry. All right.
We need a counter. You know what I mean? Like they got one. You know, like
Yep. All right.
do we count home runs by like if Connor Wong though does get a call up?
No.
No, it's just between Plawecki and Vasquez.
Good. Okay, thanks.
All right. So we've got a Dick Mountain t-shirt up for grabs. We've got 14 people that entered. They subscribed to our YouTube channel and posted up a screenshot of them being subscribed. Thank you to everybody that has participated and subscribed and whatnot. Good luck to everybody. The first one, let's draw it now.
Joey.
Joey is the big winner. Let me see real quick.
Nice job,
Joey.
Joey.
What is his Twitter? No, his Twitter handle is Sox Fan Joey. Sox Fan Joey, please shoot us a message, and we will need your address, and we will get you your shirt as soon as possible. Congratulations to Joey. Good job.
Hell yeah, Joey.
We'll do another drawing after we finish up with the outfielders, which probably won't take us long, seeing as though there's only 4. Jackie Bradley Jr., number 19. Before we start talking about this, was anybody shocked that Saul Moore gave up 19?
Yes.
Oh my god, I don't even think I noticed that. That's incredible.
Saul Moore took 18.
Wow, I love that. He's just like, give me the next one down. He didn't go for 20. He could have had 20, right?
Yeah.
Good choice.
He's like, give me the next one down. I don't.
How about his little man bun that he's got going on now?
Love it.
Do we like the man bun or do we like the hair down?
Love the saw moss.
Do we want him to wear it down, or
I just don't want him to cut it. I want
him
just
don't cut it. Whatever's comfortable.
Whatever's summertime. He's gonna cut that fucker. You know?
No man bun. That's the man bun time. Yep.
You know, the first time I saw him, I was like, "Who the fuck is who's number 18 with this long hair?" And I come to find out it's Saul Moore, and I was like, "Oh my god! Like, did he even like get a haircut?"
I wanted to cover the letters in his name. I don't even consider cutting it until you struggle reading his name on the road.
That's like Strom.
Yes. Oh, that guy. I love that guy. God.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait until X calling games at Strom pitches.
It's gonna be must-see TV. Must-see TV.
All right, Jackie Bradley Jr., he's back. Obviously, a lot of people were a little confused on why we traded Renfroe for Jackie Bradley Jr. and 2 prospects. The defense is an upgrade. A lot of people are like, well, no, really wasn't. Hunter Renfroe wasn't all that great. He had a lot of assists, but he had a lot of overthrows and what are our thoughts on Jackie Bradley Jr. and the number 19?
19 is I mean, he got his number back, so that rules. It's like, have your number, keep your number. No complaints. It's not the prettiest number, but it's fine. I'm excited that Jackie's back. I think huge defensive improvement, like we said. I just am a little curious to see what his offense looks like. I'm not optimistic, but I'm not like totally counting him out. Like, I think he could just be happy to be home and go crazy.
So he ended up getting contacts. There was astigmatism with his eye.
Oh,
I'm hoping that ends. I'm not, like you said, I'm not thinking he's going to end up getting he's going to hit 280 with like 19 or 20 home runs.
Comeback player of the year.
I will take it. But I like Jackie. I'm kind of biased because of the fact that his last name is my name, so I've always liked him for that. Bradley. I remember back in 13, first time I went to Fenway, I saw Bradley Jr. I had no idea who he was. I saw the shirt, went and bought it.
Like, that's my guy.
That is my guy. And then when I found out that was Bradley Jr.,
I love him.
I was down on the field. They were doing like a fan appreciation day, and I was like, "Hey, Bradley Jr. guy, over here! My name's Bradley." I was that guy.
I want to be like really optimistic. I also like, he hit 14 home runs last year. I think he's more than capable of hitting like over 22 home runs, maybe, if depends on how his offense is, if he's able to lock in, if he's able to channel some of his former self. I'd love to see it. 22 is a little high. I'll say 19. We're just going to have a bunch of these guys who are going to hit the same amount of home runs as their jersey numbers.
Brady.
I think Jackie went to a new city, got a lot of money, impressed. And he would not be the first guy. He's coming back home. I think, let's avoid him against a tough lefty. I definitely could see 1 year he hit 267, 1 year he hit 163. He's a 230 hitter, 220, 230. He's going to hit 15 homers. He's going to play a hell of a defense, and he hits timely hits. That's the thing about Jackie. Playoffs, remember against the Astros. I can see him in New York launching, when it matters. He hits timely fucking home runs.
Yeah,
not
he's
these
super clutch.
Yeah. So you know what? Let's roll.
I want him on my playoff roster for sure.
Agreed.
Absolutely.
How do we feel about him being in right field and not in center field?
Love it.
Love it.
All right. So I want to explain to some people out there that listen to the show, or to anybody listening to the show, on the reasoning for Jackie Bradley being out in right field. CK Hernandez made it known that he's comfortable out in center field. He played a hell of a center field last year. A shock that he wasn't even mentioned as a Gold Glove candidate last year. It's absolutely insane about that. But you didn't do it last year. Play better this year, Jackie has a cannon of an arm, which kind of, it doesn't make sense for Arroyo, but Bradley has a cannon of an arm, and you kind of want somebody who has a cannon out in right field.
Yeah.
You could throw the guy out at third base if need be. That's why Renfroe was out there. He can throw somebody out at home plate. He can also, it's right field's almost like, right field in Fenway is almost like needing a second center fielder. So we have two of the best center fielders on the team, and we have Verdugo.
Right field in Fenway is like hard mode center field, which is just perfect for someone like Jackie, whose defense is like ever so slightly better than Kike just by his arm. And hey, we all saw him fly over the wall. Like, he's willing to go get a ball.
He did in spring training.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He pulled a Torrey Hunter.
It was amazing.
But at least the ball was
he walked out of the bullpen door.
At least the ball was kind of close where Bradley was.
Right.
And he had a chance to catch it where Torrey Hunter didn't have a chance. Brady.
The only thing, I want to say is, when I said before about Christian Arroyo being so important, I think if they can really shelter Jackie against like really tough lefties, that's going to be really good. He's getting a little older now. So it's, a couple of days off, we're playing in the turf in Tampa or in Toronto. I think just finding opportunities to not overuse and overexpose them, I think is really key. And, it's great to have a real center fielder on the day that Kike needs, some time, needs a breather. We don't have to ask Verdugo. We saw Verdugo struggle in center field. Remember that ball in the sun, Brad?
The game against the sun.
Oh, yeah. It's terrible. So, there's so many pros.
Why are we bringing that back up?
Because I'm glad that Jackie is here to man right field. Like, it's going to be great. I'm in. Let's go. All
right. Speaking of Kike Hernandez, we have our center fielder, Enrique, who also goes by the name Kike, for the people that say that, no, he doesn't. Nobody goes by the name Kike. Hernandez, number 5. Brady, I'll start off with you because I'm pretty sure I know what you're going to say about the number.
Love the single-digit number. It's tough because it's Nomar, but it's been enough time for me. Enough has passed. but man, oh man, does he look good wearing the number. Fun guy, energetic, plays the way he played center field 1 year. He showed such pop. What he did in the postseason was just so freaking cool. I don't even know, I'm trying not to be too high on everything, but he hit 250, he's hitting 260 or higher. He hit 20 homers, he's hitting 25 or more. He had one stolen base, he's having 8 or 9. I'm big into it. Put me all in.
Let's break 10.
Let's break 10 for just. I mean, hey, he's gonna hit more than 10 homers.
No, we're not talking about homers here. We're talking about stolen bases.
Stolen bases. Okay,
let's break 10.
Let's break 10.
I think 275, 25, and 15. I'm going that high and fringe all-star. That's where I'm going.
All-star.
Love it.
All right, Doink.
I absolutely second every single thing Brady just said. I think his defense is going to just zero complaints, as always. I think he's more comfortable at Fenway. I think he feels more comfortable on this team. He's so settled into himself and so comfortable. Last year kind of seemed like he was kind of
trying to figure it out,
working out some kinks for himself, trying to figure out where he belongs. He's our starting center fielder. He's our leadoff guy, which fucking love that. Never loved a leadoff guy more. And if he's not on base, it's because he hit a home run.
Touche.
He's
so last year he had a tough time to start off. He hit 250. A batting average doesn't mean much nowadays. I understand that. He did hit 20 home runs. He had 60 RBIs. Definitely going for the let's break 10 for the stolen bases.
786 OPS. That's going to be over 800 easy.
Right.
Beautiful.
So it's also a contract year.
And it's a contract year. And we better keep him.
I want to keep him. What do we think we offer him?
5?
What would you offer him?
I would do 5 years.
Jersey
if that's
number?
that's a long 5. Ooh. Oh, we didn't talk perfect jersey number also.
5 years, $70 million.
Who says no?
I don't hate that.
Who says no?
Yeah,
I'd go 75.
Okay. Yep. You know what? Got it. He's only 29 years old. God, he's a good-looking guy. I'll listen.
75.
He makes the best
how many
faces.
Years? 75. 75
oh
by 5. That's 15 a year.
Sold.
Yeah.
That's fair for everybody because
it's a fair price for the most memeable player in baseball.
So I'm gonna go with I don't like the number, and it's not because of Nomar. It's not. It's not. No, hear me out.
Okay, go ahead.
I got you.
I hate the fact that they're just giving 5 to everybody. Johnny Gomes had 5. Who else had 5 after that? Didn't Craig? What's his name? Craig Allen, Craig, whatever his name. I believe he had 5. Kike has 5. I love Kike.
22. You want him wearing 22?
I want Kike in 24. Let's go. Give him the perfect number.
Dwight Evans. Do we? I don't know. The number 24.
22.
No, that's Whitlock's number.
He's not going to wear that. Whitlock's too nice of a guy.
It's Whitlock's number. I don't care.
He needs to get a little edge to him. You know what I mean? Nope, that's mine. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Come on. Got to ask for it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Big Dutchie's a good guy. Maybe he'll give it to him.
Well, Dutchie's not on the team, so there's that.
If he ever comes up.
He's not.
Yeah. All right. Next up, we've got our DH / outfielder, which I'm not a fan of that. JD Martinez. I'm just gonna start this one off. Don't want him in the outfield.
Let's not break 10 for games that JD plays in the outfield.
I second that motion.
His numbers for when he plays in the outfield are not that great.
No.
I'd rather him just be a DH.
He gets so goddamn tired.
Stop. For God's sake, he grabbed a woman's boob.
when he runs into that left field corner, it's like he's in a mirror maze. He looks so lost in that corner. I just want him out of that corner as much as possible.
Can we
I wish he could play first base.
What's number 20? What do we think about 28, Doink?
Good, great number. I like even numbers, so like I'm never really gonna have a complaint about a good even number.
So you're not gonna
28's
like
nice.
you're not gonna like the next guy's number then, I guess.
But can we not forget that JD jogging out to the outfield in Washington? He did the most like dad move of all time.
That was
He was
so
jogging
bad.
out, and he
hurt himself over second base.
he did like,
That
and it
was
wasn't
so
just like a
bad.
little bit. He was like, he was
Julio,
hurting.
if you're
Like-
listening to this, please do not ever do that again.
Never.
He like
like-
tripped over second base. It was so bad.
Like if I did that, you'd be like, well, because he's uncoordinated and he's fat. Like you look at JD and go, what?
You're a professional athlete, sir. You're not allowed to do that.
Yeah, and he goes to the physical therapist. They're like, what happened? He's like, I hurt myself on second. They're like, oh, are you sliding in? He's like, nope, just walking over it. Kind of hopped over.
It was like half skipping. Like,
All right,
But what's the numbers?
Brady,
What do you-
28. What's your deal with the number?
it's a throwaway number. I don't get excited for it. He's too good of a player for a
really
boring number.
like just a standard number for a standard guy who's
Yeah.
just like, I'm your DA. I'm here.
He's better
I
than
hit,
this.
I hit the baseball.
Yeah.
That's
How
it.
would you feel about him wearing the number 12?
Ooh, hate that.
No, that's like an infielder. No, he needs a
That's
robust
also
one.
I agree. It's an infielder's number. I do not like the number 12 anymore. Like it's one person's number, and like
Depends
that's
who,
associated with
yeah.
them.
Yeah.
It's associated with Brock Holt. And,
Yeah.
and unfortunately, like nobody's ever going to give that up, and they're going to be like, "Oh well." Fun fact: when Verdugo was picked up, his original number was going to be 12, and he said, "No, that's too soon." Brock Holt had that number. I'm going with number 99 because I want to show respect to Manny Ramirez.
What a guy.
Who was also a Dodgers, and that's when he wore where he wore the number 99. So
what if
speaking-
Salamora keeps reducing his number?
He goes
Right?
to 18 next year.
Yeah, like
well, 18
Or
this
17.
year.
No, 17 next year.
Well, that's if Evaldi doesn't sign.
So no.
Then he
He'll
skips
just go
it.
down
Then
to
he skips it.
16.
He
He's
just
like,
goes to
"All right,
16."
16.
yeah, I just want it like he's like,
Who
I'm
wears
gonna keep
16?
doing
Does
solids for
anybody-
everybody.
Who
I don't think anyone's got 16.
No, that's Salamora's number in the second half. I want him
He's-
to all the time change his number.
It's negotiated already in his contract. It's just
Yeah.
number goes in descending order.
Just
Yep.
go to 0. All right, so we're gonna go with my favorite player on the
Open.
team. My favorite player. Well, only one person has ever worn 0 for the Red Sox, and that was that Phillips dude back in 2018.
Adam
Love that.
Ottavino.
Brandon Phillips.
Oh, that is true. It was Otto.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Biggest
Jesus.
0 in town.
Oh,
Oh, I'm so excited to watch him pitch at City Field. I'm so excited.
To
I
get
love him.
Stolen
He's
bases.
gonna get it's gonna roll.
JD's just gonna mash. We don't need to predict numbers. He's gonna mash.
JD's
He's gonna
match.
doubles. Who do you think is faster, him or Plawecki?
Plawecki. He doesn't get hurt walking,
Yeah.
I think JD's is faster.
but he's gonna get hurt.
Well,
That's
don't they
okay,
have
but
their don't they have their like running times on there?
I have no.
That's
fucking
okay.
clue. I've never seen that.
He
That's-
runs like
that's
he's
all right.
fat.
That's
you know what I
way
mean?
more-
Like he runs like he's me. You know what I mean? Like, damn it, move, JD. You're fucking strong and fit. You're young. Go. And he's
It's
like, station to station. Brr. Like, just
All right, let's move it on. We've got Alex Verdugo,
whoop, whoop.
number 99. Doink does not like odd numbers.
I don't like bad odd numbers. 99 is a great one.
What's the difference between odd numbers and bad odd numbers?
It's like completely arbitrary in my head.
So you don't like 30? Do you like 33?
Don't love 33.
Oh,
I know
what
Brady
about-
likes 33. Huge 33
What about
fan.
55?
Ooh, 55 is good. Well, the double numbers are good. I'm just
Well,
not a big,
33 is a
not a
double
big
number.
fan of threes. See, I told you it's all made up in my head.
Oh wow,
I mildly
77.
get where you're going. I get where you're going. with this.
77, not the biggest fan of that one either. To be
All
honest.
right, so we got Alex Verdugo, obviously, one of the fans' favorites, whatnot. I picked him as the guy with the most swag in the last episode.
Absolutely.
You can't
The
change my mind.
SpongeBob Kobe chain.
Yeah, that
The
was
greatest piece of jewelry to ever exist.
fun. So, what are our thoughts on Alex Verdugo and the number 99?
Flip it.
66.
That's
Ooh,
it.
that would be
Now-
hard.
Yep.
I don't like it.
Well,
That would
that's
be
what
hard.
you're okay to make one mistake a year. That's fine.
I like 99 though. for
I like
him.
99 for the reason why he picked it.
Oh, I don't
It's
know why.
respectable.
Oh yeah, that's a great reason. So
What was
like for
Well, his original number was 12. They were going to give him 12 when he came over in
Right.
2020. And he's like, nah, that was too soon. Like Brock Holt was just wearing 12. So I don't want to wear 12. He's like, can I have the number 99 to show respect to Manny Ramirez, who wore 99 when he played for the Dodgers? And Manny Ramirez was obviously a member of the Red Sox, too. A big, important person for the Red Sox in 2004.
yeah,
Here's the
beautiful
problem.
number justification.
I love all that. I hate the Aaron Judge wearing 99 thing. Like I just want Verdugo in the AL East to do his own thing. I'm such a fan of everything he does except his base running that I just, if he went for a solid like 88 would look unbelievable.
I don't want
Nope,
anybody
can't do
wearing
that.
88.
Can't do that.
Oh, wait, forgot that. Oh, no. Didn't say that. Nope. I meant 44 divided by 2. Sorry. I was doing a math problem.
44 would be cool. I think I don't know. It sucks that Aaron Judge kind of has like his hands all in the 99 pot. Like it's a cool number for him. He's like it's one of those numbers that's like 99, 0, 1. Like those are really big standout numbers across like all sports. And I love that he has one, and I love the reasoning. So I don't want him to change it. Good number.
Such a good ball player.
And he's going to have a great year.
You know what number I think would fit Verdugo? And you guys are probably going to be like, no. I got to check this out.
Way to set it up there, bud. Got everybody all ready to go.
Got me all excited.
I have to find out what jersey number this person wore with the Chicago Bulls.
23. Oh, I know what you're doing, and I know the number.
Is it 91?
It sure is, my friend.
All right. I think that Alex Verdugo would be good with the number 91, especially because he kind of has that swagger similar to Dennis Rodman. Not the dyeing the hair and things like that. I think that 91 would be fantastic. It would be his own.
Yeah.
It's a prospect number, so like nobody else is going to be wearing it. I think
that's good call, man.
Number 91. If he was to, he's never going to change
I don't think he's going to change it. That's a good number, though.
91 makes a lot of sense for me. It's also an odd number, Doink.
Yeah, I was about to say.
It's a good one.
I like even numbers. And Brad's like, I'm going to pick a 2-digit number where both digits are odd.
Made up in my head. Also,
all right.
Maybe it cancels out. Maybe it cancels out because it's like 9 + 1 = 10. I don't know.
9 minus 1 = 8.
There you go.
With reckless abandonment, he does. So I love it. He's great. He's
all
gonna be
right.
great.
So we have. I'm just gonna list this off. We have Drew, Pop, Thunder Chicken. Love the name. Red Sox Coffee Addict. Love the first two names there. Not a coffee addict myself. We got Chris Van D, Sam, Vinny D, Steven, Shane, Maria, Bill, and then we have Barry from the UK. You all have a shot here. Good luck. And this is for a t-shirt, our Dick Mountain t-shirt. We will post a link in the description on Spotify, Apple, wherever you listen. Why are you laughing?
I just love you so much. You make me happy. All right.
Oh, Thunder Chicken!
Let's go.
That
Thunder Chicken
was definitely not because you won. It was just so close to me and Pop's. Pop was like so close to getting that there. So I need both Thunder Chicken and Joey. I need you both to send me a message with your address. I need to know what size shirt you wear, and I will get those out to you as soon as possible. thanks to everybody that participated. We will be doing more of these shirt giveaways. We have some stuff we have some pretty cool shirts up there. We have the Pesca Report logo t-shirts, both in men's and women's. Obviously, we've got Dick Mountain up there. We have the Pesca Report and a wolf pack for the NWO, which I thought was pretty cool. So yeah, reach out, send me your email, not your email address, send me your address and what size shirt you wear, and I'll get those shirts out to you as soon as possible. All right, Brady, Doink, do we have anything else that we'd like to talk about before we end the episode?
Just excited for baseball coming up.
Excited for baseball.
Obviously,
did we want to do? Oh, sorry.
Oh yeah, what is our predictions?
Do we want to do some predictions?
Yeah, what? Just Red Sox. Let's just keep it simple.
Yeah,
so we're not spending like an extra 20 minutes.
It'll be a really long conversation.
What do we think the Red Sox record is going to be by the end of the season?
I got them at 94 wins.
I can't walk back on my 99, so I feel bad walking it back. Even if I feel like I should walk it back to 97, I'm going to keep it at 99.
I'm going 89 and 73.
Wow.
They'll still make the playoffs.
Wow.
Ooh.
Wait, so let's talk AL East. Like,
all right, let's start with the Orioles. The Orioles are last.
Well, no, but like, you think we're a fourth place team?
No, he thinks we're a third.
I think
89 wins is going to be the fourth place team.
I question our pitching, both the rotation and bullpen,
especially the closer.
We don't know who the closer actually is.
Closer is. We find out in 30 hours.
Fucking Cora's got his own wheel. He's hitting it.
Yeah. It's just like
a chicken. You're the closer.
I personally think that it should be Whitlock, but I think he's too important to have in the middle as a middle reliever. Strom probably could be closer.
He's nasty.
So
Cutter Crawford.
We don't know how he's going to be. We'll find out. Maybe they they end up cutting Barnes.
You think? Oh God! You think the Yankees win more games than the Red Sox, Brad?
I'm not saying the Yankees are going to win more than the Red Sox. I just think that the Red Sox are going to be an 89 team.
I've got the Yankees at like 92 wins.
So I'll take them at 88 wins.
I think the Sox offense. The Sox offense goes crazy and carries them until the reinforcements of pitching come through. Paxton's a big one, and I do think Chris Sale will be a factor.
Paxton and Chris Sale, we made it so long last year without Chris Sale, and we're gonna have to do like half of that this year without him. So like, I'm cool on that if he comes back and he's in form. Also, the trade deadline.
Yep.
No.
Yep.
We get Paxton in June.
Beautiful time to address pitching. So. An absolutely beautiful time to address pitching.
Yep. I like it. So do we have a team MVP?
Rafi, easy.
If it's not
Rafi's the AL MVP.
Yeah.
I'm
going with
that.
Book that.
And the best pitcher on the Red Sox is going to be Nick Pivetta.
Stop.
He's
don't make
never
a girl
been
blush.
better.
Pivetta's never been better. That's what we're going to do now.
Alex Cora for Manager of the Year. Yes, thank you. Son, thanks. Appreciate it. He won't get it. Even it doesn't matter what happens. He'll
never get it.
He'll never get it, but that's okay. No. He knows that, and he's like very cool with it.
Fine with it. He understands.
He looks amazing with his beard. I don't give a fuck.
So who wins the AL East?
Blue Jays.
If it's not the Blue Jays because they're the best team on paper,
it's gotta be the Blue Jays. It's hard because I was like thinking about it earlier today, just like thinking about all the hype, like even all the hype that I'm putting into the Blue Jays. Like I'm ready to ride for them. If we get knocked out of the playoffs, I'm ready to ride for the Blue Jays because I love that team. They're so fun to watch. But like that's a lot of hype to build through the entire playoffs last year. Everyone being like, what if this was the Blue Jays? And then like the entire offseason hype, they had a fucking amazing offseason. Beautiful. Except for I don't agree with letting Robbie Ray go, but
you know who the Blue Jays I think are going to be this year's Padres.
Ooh,
there's
that's
a
like
lot
that's what
of
I'm
pressure.
saying. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
The
It's
Tampa
like,
Bay Rays, everybody forgets, and then they just win 95 games, right?
God forbid
I
someone
was
goes
gonna
down.
I was gonna say that on paper, if the Blue Jays don't win, that's a damn shame. It's the same. Like I think on paper the Dodgers have to win the World Series. If they
Agreed.
don't win the World Series,
It's
barring injuries, I think Dave Roberts should be fired.
Yeah.
Blasphemy.
I don't think he will, but he should.
I mean, one World Series and a Mickey Mouse season.
He stole a base that changed my life. So
I don't give a fuck. He has nothing to do
I
with the Red
do.
Sox anymore.
I would never let him pay for a drink or a meal. If I ran to him, I would.
I'm not
That's
saying-
very different than managing the Dodgers.
Right.
I am not a Dodger fan, so therefore
Right,
I don't
but
have to
on
be rational.
That team is probably the best
They're
team in all of baseball. And if they don't win the World Series, I think he should be fired.
Okay, counterpoint. If they don't win the World Series, they should extend Dave Roberts for 10 years.
They're going to. They just extended him already this year. I think
Beautiful.
what they give him, like 3 years?
Let's
Some shit
go.
like
Let's
that?
go for 10. Come on. This guy's
I'm
great.
I hope, with what Cashman's done, signing Bird, signing what's his name?
I mean, Booney's back for 3 more years at the dance.
He signed Marwin.
He
traded-
IKF, the shortstop
he
splash.
signed
of
Chris, whatever his fucking name is, Anthony Rizzo.
Anthony Rizzo.
Signed all those guys. They're doing all this without extending Judge, and
Their third baseman's 50.
I hope
50 years old.
I hope, and he looks like a fucking pedophile too.
But they got rid of Gary Sanchez, okay? Addition by subtraction.
God, he's a scary
But they
guy,
also
though.
gave the Twins the ability to sign Carlos Correa.
They freed up the cap space for him.
Yep, they're the small market Yankees.
And Gio Urshela is kind of raking in spring training. He's looked pretty good.
I hope they extend Cashman for like 20 more years. Lifetime contract. When do you think the Gardner signing is going to happen?
May 1st.
It's got to happen soon.
I think it. No, he's a free agent. He
I
can
mean,
sign
yeah,
whenever.
it's like if they want. I hope it happens like tonight after we stop recording.
Can I tell you the rally?
It's like a
breaking
midnight signing of Brett Gardner. That would be perfect.
The rally cry for a lot of Yankee fans I know are they want Cash fired and they want Jeter to come on a white horse and rescue and save the day. That's what they want. So
give it to him.
Yep. So for the record, I'm going exact same snapshot of last year's season almost. Tampa's going to win it. Sox are going to be behind them. Yankees going to be, they're still going to be good, but they're going to be a little bit behind the Sox. And the Blue Jays, there's so much pressure. They're young still. They're still young. And I don't think they have a real proven manager. They need one.
I think it's us and the Blue Jays for second. That makes me happy.
I don't hate that.
Fighting for second. That's more fun than fighting with the Yankees for second. So I'll take it.
How many games do you think that Judge, Donaldson, Stanton, and Gallo are going to be out this year? I have a total of
however many are in Toronto.
I have 162 games between the four of them.
Aaron Judge isn't picking up a bat in Toronto this year. That's beautiful. Like people are like Yankees fans try to clown us for like Chris Sale not being allowed in Toronto. It's like that's one start out of a series and like we'll be okay. We can plan around it. We're like specialize in long relievers. We could just do a game of that. You don't have Aaron Judge and Anthony Rizzo and I think Joey Gallo.
And counterpoint, Chris Sale was going to be hurt for that start anyway. So
there you go.
You didn't really lose him. You never had him.
Beautiful.
Right? Their whole team. It's that Connor. I can't say that shortstops.
Also, Josh Donaldson. Isn't Josh Donaldson not vaccinated?
No, he's definitely not vaccinated. I'm going to bet the whole ranch that he's not vaccinated. Their whole infield's out. They got Booney is playing third for that one.
So a question, you guys heard what happened with Carlos Beltran, right?
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that? Now, first and foremost, like I'm completely like done with the whole 2017 Houston Astros fucking sign stealing scandal. Yeah. Like fuck you. Like if you can't get over that, eat a bag of dicks. But when it comes to like
A whole
Carlos
bag.
Beltran comes back to the Yankees, and they basically force him to like talk about it. It's like he didn't. Nobody else talked about it except for like Jeff Luna and fucking Beltran when it came to. He sat down with Michael Kay, and they like forced him to talk about like, oh, what we did, we didn't think was bad. Well, the reason why he didn't think it was bad was because you were doing good. You were hitting the balls, you know? And then Chris Sale the other day, he was on the Greg Hill show talking about how like basically like throwing shade at Brian Cashman. He's like, you know, people who are complaining about it should take a look in the mirror. He didn't drop any names, but that's basically what he said. And I'm just like, fuck the Yankees for making him do that. Like, I'm not a Beltran fan. I was rooting for the dude when he was announced as the manager for the Mets, but it became the most Mets thing. You know, he didn't even get to like manage a game, and it sucks.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm just so ready for that Yankee report to come out, just so every Yankee fan, including I love how Cashman knows the report against the Yankees is coming out, and he's like, fuck that. He's tripling down on still bitching about 2017, yet his own report's coming out. Then they signed Beltran. They cry about the cheating, but they sign a player that was a part of it. And then they bring on a guy who was like the ringleader player, and they're bringing it in.
They didn't just bring on a player. They brought on the guy that took advantage of it the most.
Yeah, just I mean, like, shut up. Like, if you want to bitch about 2017, then have nothing to be associated. But now you are. And Beltran's an amazing baseball player. He deserves better than all the crap he's getting. I wish he just went somewhere else because he's a cool guy.
Just
go to Toronto.
Saying whatever for the paycheck. Like, I almost have to respect it, but I don't. So I'm not gonna.
All right. All right, everyone. Next time we are talking, it will be talking about actual baseball games. We will be talking about the New York Yankees and the Red Sox games that are happening this weekend. You will have the weekend crew. That will be Brandon, Ed, and Hogdale. Maybe we do a watch along. We'll talk about it. To everybody out there, thanks for listening, and take her easy.
Take her easy.
Take her easy.
Get the job done.
Get the job done. Let's break 10.
Let's hashtag let's break 10.
Let's go. Break 10.
Fuck you, Brady. Thanks for watching. Make sure to follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at Pesky Report. Make sure to like, subscribe, and leave a review.
Thank you for listening to this Belly Up Sports Podcast Network product. Some said we go belly up, so we made it our name, and we're still here.